Good morning everybody, my name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you like my videos, please smash that like button, please do subscribe. It's Friday morning. Alexa, good morning.
Good morning, and happy birthday to Brian May, guitarist, songwriter, and astrophysicist. Because even when you're one of the biggest rock stars, you need a backup plan.
Yeah, happy birthday to Brian May, guitarist of Queen. Great fan of theirs, and I love Freddie Mercury. So good morning everybody, and happy birthday to everybody else whose birthday it is today. So Alexa, what's the time please?
It's 9:59 a.m.
9:59 a.m. I've been up since 7 in the morning. I couldn't sleep after 4 o'clock because there was noise outside at 4 in the morning. And once, I'm like most people, once I'm awake, I find it difficult to get back to sleep again. I did lie down, but I was up and down, so I ended up getting up early, making myself a coffee and getting ready to phone Barclays Bank. I'd been worried about that yesterday, not being able to access websites, just simple things like trying to pay for my medication from Boots. I couldn't do it, and then when I tried something else and couldn't do it. So when I phoned that lady, the woman I phoned at Barclays Bank yesterday with the Liverpudlian voice, she said there was nothing wrong with my card, and that was wrong. It had been blocked, stopped from purchasing things online because of fraudulent activity. So the woman that advised me yesterday that there was nothing wrong with my card, she probably didn't have the knowledge or didn't bother to look, but my card had been blocked. So I persevere. If you don't get any success with one advisor, you try another one, right? You try another one. So I got this morning, made myself relaxed, because you can get so wound up with these automated, when you get through to somebody and it's press 1 for this, press 2 for that, press 3, press 4, and it's none of what you want. It's annoying. So I rang Barclays customer service number up, and you get a barrage. You've got to go through all this crap to get to speak to someone over the phone, to a human being and not a robotic voice. So I kept trying, and I got through to this Liverpudlian guy. So Liverpool accent again. The same as when my father died and we was trying to get his body back from the hospital to the Co-op funeral directors. All these voices, Manchester, Liverpool. Same thing when I'm trying to get through to Barclays Bank customer service. So I get through to this guy who's in the fraud department, and he's got a Liverpudlian voice, and he's the same thing as yesterday. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. What's your last name? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I suggest you ring back and try again. So I did. I rang back and I tried again, and I didn't get cross with any of the customer service advisors. You have to be patient. Otherwise, if you get cross with the phone and you chuck it, you don't accomplish anything, do you? You don't accomplish anything. So I rang back again, and this very, very strong voice came back at me. I tried another phone. I used another phone to call the bank. I used another phone. They're telling me it's my phone. They can't hear me on that phone. So I used another phone. I don't give up. Strong female voice, and she put me through to the fraud department, and a black guy answered the phone, very polite black guy. And he said, I can tell you what's happened. Last Thursday, we texted you, was this a transaction that you authorised? No, it wasn't. And it transpires that someone had tried to buy about £70 worth of games. Games? You know, like Xbox, PlayStation games using my card number. Games. So it's a gamer. And I remember being in Google chat, and someone asking me for £200 to buy a Google Play card. Obviously to buy games. So it's an online gamer, right, that was trying to access my bank account to purchase games for themselves. So the guy said to me, he said, we're going to have to stop that card and issue you with another one. And that leaves me with no money, doesn't it? It would have left me with no money, because I was told it could take up to 9 days for a replacement card to get in the mail. 9 days is a long time. But hey ho, hey ho. So I had a Waitrose delivery yesterday. I've got these enormous hot dogs, and I can't get through all of those in a day. I've got rice, I've got tuna, I've got food, and I've got a bit of cash for the weekend, a little bit. And my mum rings early in the morning, and I'm not going up there because I need to get this weight off. I do need to get this weight off. And I am not going up to my mum's and I am an adult, I'm not being dictated to, I'm not being shouted at, and I'm in all day as well as my mother. She's in at home all day, so am I, and I'm quite happy by myself, getting on with my life. I see people, I go outside and walk my dog, I live in a nice area. I'm not complaining. So I was on the phone for ages, and I've been able. The guy kindly let me order my prescription, so I've paid for that. The prescription's paid for. I've got some cash on me. I've got a TikTok parcel coming next week. And I've got a couple of other items coming in the mail. So we know what we're going to get thrown at us. We know that. You know, I've got some money. I've got food, and I'm a woman, and I have disabilities. So I don't mind if guys start laughing at me, you know. All my pockets are a bit light. I don't mind. But somebody thinks I'm a fella, and that's obviously wrong, isn't it? So I'm going to get all the fucking jokes about not having any money. Oh, my pocket's a bit light, got no money. No, I haven't, but I don't need money to I had a Waitrose delivery yesterday, and I've got some money, and this has gone on since I was a kid, being treated like I'm a male, you know, pushed and shoved about, given the shit. My dad used me as a removal man when I was 12 years old. I was helping my dad carry chairs and sofas down the stairs in Sydenham, London, because he didn't want to get removal men out, so he hired a van, and I was the removal guy at 12. Well, 16, but he used to get me to carry things when I was 12. So I've been brought up tough, and maybe you have to be. What I've been through, I've been brought up tough, rough and tough. Otherwise you get stamped on and screwed over. So yeah. So let's have all the jokes about stealing and people's pockets are light and things have gone missing. Let's have all those jokes, get them all out the way. I'll join in with you. So today I'm keeping cool, keeping sane, keeping calm, and trying to keep a smile on my face, whatever happens. Right? I'm not going out anywhere. I'm just keeping safe, and I'm looking after my body and my health, and I believe that I need a rest, and I need to think things over. I'm writing my poetry. I'm also trying to keep up with my journal, and you know, I think this is the year where I'm just gonna contemplate things, think things over, and decide what I want to do next, and see where my life is going, and is it really worth talking to these blokes that are just taking the piss, and I'm wasting my time and energy on somebody that's just treating me like dog shit. Again, I'd rather have nobody than speak to someone that is just useless and not helping me at all, and who is selfish, self-centered, and a relationship is a two-way thing. And if you just think women are sex objects, get your tits out. I mean, I've had enough of it. I'd rather not speak to anyone at all than be treated like that. Right, so if you want to have a conversation with me and you want to contemplate like going out with me somewhere, don't ask me to take my fucking tits out. So my mum's told me to have a good day. I will have a good day. I'm going to make myself a cup of coffee, going to relax, watch the telly, not get stressed, and I expect, you know, to be indoors for the weekend, where I can catch up on the cleaning and the tidying up, and you know, I go out, I take my dog out for a walk. I'm not stuck indoors. My mum is indoors all day. She doesn't even go to the shop. I mean, I go to the shop, I walk my dog. If I want to go out, I'll go out, but there you go. I've had a hard life, I've been dealt shit, and I'm just letting that go now. And there's no point harping on it, is there? keep going on, oh, this happened and that happened, it's done and it's dusted, and right, okay, I don't see my youngest child, and I probably never will, but, you know, these things happen, don't they? You know? People use kids as weapons against the other partner, and it shouldn't be allowed, but it is allowed to happen, and I'm not gonna get upset anymore. My youngest son is of an age where he can make up his own mind. If he wants to see his mother, he can see his mother. If he doesn't, he doesn't. Right? I did not give him away. I never wanted my son to be taken off me. It happened. So, you know, when people get angry with me and it's not my fault, it does upset me. So they take all their anger out on me, you know, their rage and their anger for what's happened to them out on me, and it was beyond my control. And I think what they thought was that when I was taken away from my children, they was going to have a good old time with me, take me away from my kids, and I ended up being assaulted and beaten up and used for sex. And my mum, right, is constantly on the phone 3 times a day, have a good day, and when I go up there, I'm ridiculed, laughed at, shouted at, like my father Derek was, and I'm sick and tired of it. So, DPD UK have now texted me. We will deliver your TikTok parcel today between 2:58 and 3:58. If not in for your driver, Michael, you have options. So guys, what did I tell you? I have a parcel coming. I've got food in the fridge. I've got some cash. I need to lose weight. The doctors have told me twice that my cholesterol is high. I don't want it to get any higher. If I keep stuffing my face with saturated, you know, fatty food. What I mean is carbohydrates. If I stuff myself with carbohydrates, cakes, biscuits, sweets, and that's my diet constantly, I'm going to make myself sick. And that's all my mother is giving me, and it's a bad diet. Right? So I've got myself some rice, I've got myself some tuna, right? I need more than that. This stems from COVID. I've got yogurts as well. It stems from COVID, where we was all stuck indoors, not exercising and not going out. So we all got as big as Boris Johnson himself, didn't we? So that's what it's come from for me. I 2 years of COVID, stuck indoors, eating shit food. And I keep saying, oh, it's all to do with food, isn't it? Everywhere you go, I've got to go out, got to go and get some fast food, got to go in a restaurant, get some food. When you go and see somebody, you're sat round a table eating fucking food. So I just want to, let's give it a few weeks and see if my mum learns that the behaviour that she's displaying is not nice and it's not normal. I'm not a toy you play with. I'm not, you know what I mean? I go around there with good intentions and it's thrown in my face, right? Maybe she should realise that, you know, all that money, right? Get yourself a television set, a TV. Sit down and concentrate on something else than the bloody phone. People have offered to take my mum to get a television. No one's going to buy her a television. The cost of living's gone up, right? My TV is ages old. It was at my old flat. It's nearly probably 10 years old, that television set I've got here. I mean, if my telly fucking packed in, I couldn't afford to buy another one. And when, you know, if I suggest something else, my mum goes frantic. She doesn't like change, or she thinks if something's called something, it's been bought against her because it's got this wording on it. So, if you, I mean, I've been, what really hurt was, when I was about 14 or 15, I got my mum a birthday present. And I got my mum a birthday present when I first came down. And she gave it back to me. And it was personal to my mum. It said, "To Mum from Genestra." And she gave it back to me. It didn't cost much, but it, you know, it came from the heart, and she gave it back to me. And that hurt. And I'm tired of getting hurt. See you later.